Over 70% of people struggle with completing tasks and goals. If you are one of them, stay tuned and I'll share the importance of setting goals.
Welcome to the podcast where mental health is at the core of what we focus on. We strive to develop people like you to maximize who you are and what you've been called to do by sharing tools and resources for better brain health. And now here's your host, Juan Garcia.
Welcome to Mindfulness Monday. Today, I want to talk about the importance of setting goals. Now, many of you know that I started off as a certified life coach, and this was an area where I really had a passion to help people identify how to be successful in very little steps, consistently doing these small steps that will help them attain the success that they want to obtain. And I just enjoyed seeing people really come alive, because it's important to set goals. When you set goals, you set yourself on track to obtain those things that you desire and that you need to achieve in order to be successful. When you don't set goals, they're just ideas. They're just thoughts, they're dreams. Sometimes they become daydreams because they don't really take traction. They don't get to a place where you have a flow, and so you get discouraged, you get frustrated. That's why people hire life coaches to help them kind of navigate this and also hold them accountable. So it is very important to set goals. If you don't set goals, you have no direction. If you have no direction, you're going to keep spinning either in circles or in place without going anywhere. And time will pass you by, and then years will pass you by, and you will live with regret. And we all know what it's like to live with regret. Why? Because I know most people have something that they regret in life. Not all, but most people. And living with regret is something that just doesn't get us to a healthy place. So you need to set goals. And you can't just set any goal. You have to set what I like to call, and what has been coined as, a SMART goal. And the word SMART is an acrostic or an acronym, however you want to label it, that each letter represents an important aspect of that goal being smart. It's not that there are dumb goals necessarily, but there are goals that are not focused. There are goals that are too wide open. They're too lofty. Some of them can be very, very basic or simple. And some of them can be so out there that it's like, is it really attainable? Is it really something that I can do? So here are the best way to set SMART goals, using each letter from the word SMART as a strategy. All right? The letter S is for specific. What exactly do you want to accomplish? Your goal has to be specific. What is it that you're trying to get to? Are you trying to run a marathon? Are you trying to get out of debt? Are you trying to finish your education or start a degree program? Are you trying to start a small business? All of these things are specific. What is it that you're trying to get? The second letter is M, and it stands for measurable. Measurable. How will you know when you meet your goal? How do you know you have arrived, that you've actually done what you set out to do? So it has to be measurable. Metrics are important. The letter A is for attainable. Attainable. Is it possible to meet this goal with effort by your timeline? So, is this something that you can realistically do? If you're trying to, let's say, lose 100 pounds, you can probably use a full year as an attainable goal. But 30 days is not realistic. It's actually dangerous. So you want to set a goal that's attainable. It's got to be specific, it's got to be measurable, and it's got to be attainable. And then the R stands for relevant. Relevant. Is the goal worth working hard to accomplish? Meaning, is it aligned with your core values and what you believe? Or is it something that you're doing to impress someone? Is it something that you're doing to have a name for yourself? Motivation is key here. So what is the relevance of that goal being attained? Why is it important to you that you reach this goal? Now you may say, well, let's say for example, if it is losing weight, well, it's easy. It's my health. No, but when you write it down and you actually process this on paper, you'll see that your motivation is probably deep and very motivating for you to really, really attain this goal, because I'm sure your family is going to be under that category. You're going to say, I want to leave, a legacy for my kids. I want my wife to be happy. I want to be happy. I want my family to see that I am focused, etc. There's so many things. You write them down, it's going to be a powerful motivator for you. And then lastly, the T is for timely. Timely. What is the deadline you set to meet your goal? Very important. Now, if it's a year-long goal, you can set quarterly time check-ins, as we call them, where you reflect to see how far you are, how far you've come along, how much you have to obtain it, so that you keep yourself motivated as to halfway there, you're almost there, and that you're meeting certain goals, because every SMART goal should have goals within it. Every SMART goal should have incremental places where you can accomplish or meet, tinier goals, and then you can reward yourself for doing a good job. And now this is not about, patting yourself in the back and, oh, you can do this. It's not necessarily about that, but you do want to have motivators along the way so that you see that you actually can do this, and you're encouraged and you're continued motivated so that you can obtain these goals and be satisfied with your progression. A lot of people give up because they get discouraged. They have no motivation. They have no one to really push them and to give them that encouragement. And so you want to make sure that you're doing this, especially with the new year. You don't want to start with a membership to a gym, etc. No, those are New Year's resolutions that people always do. And as we all know, we see the statistics, they phase out by end of January, early February. Sometimes those that are really, really wanting to get these goals, but they don't set them as goals, March is probably the furthest out that they'll go with these resolutions. And so you don't want resolutions, you want goals. And you want these goals to be written down somewhere, and you want someone to hold you accountable. Now, if you've never done this, or you've done it before and you've never really fulfilled the actual goal or obtained it, and you need some help, obviously I'm here to help you. I can send you a workbook for free, a GOALS Workbook for free. Now, we call it a workbook. It's just a few pages of something that you can actually write out your goals. It has the SMART acronym to help guide you and ask you these tough questions so that you are right on track. And also, I am at your service to help hold you accountable so you can obtain these goals. Now, people think that goals have to be complicated or have to do with something negative. No, goals can be something positive, where you're trying to save $1,000 as an emergency fund. If that's a goal and that's something that's pretty hard for you to do because you're tight or you have a lot of bills, debt, so let's put it on paper and let's see what can we do for you to set that goal of saving $1,000 as an emergency fund. All right. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments, remember to always reach out. All the information is in the link description below, or the description box below. I think that's better said, or betterly said. I don't know. You understand what I'm trying to say. Hit me up, reach out to me. Let's do this together. Let's crush those goals. Forget about New Year's resolutions. Let's crush life goals that you and I know we both need to be successful in this life and be motivated. Thank you so much. If you have never, ever subscribed, but you're listening and watching all these episodes, shame on you. Let it be a goal. Well, it's my goal. It's my goal for you to subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends, comment below. What are some of your goals that you're looking to obtain? As a matter of fact, let's do that. What are your goals this year? 3, 2, or 1. What is your goal this year? Share it with me. I would love to read your comments, and together we will celebrate when those goals are obtained. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Thank you for tuning into our podcast. For more information, visit our website at juangarciaenterprises.com. Our host, Juan Garcia, is available for speaking, coaching, and one-on-one counseling. You can email us at info@juangarciaenterprises.com. Until next time, remember, we only have one mind, so mind yours.